This is a presentation of RBT Entertainment.
This isn't about the dead, it's about the living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to un-goddamn deniable.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women. Seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Holy shit! I mean, holy shit! My little sister got married last weekend. Like, look at all this wrestling shit. That's like worth skipping a Cesaro leaving the Fed and MJF's best promo to date. I'm not gonna say almost. It's my little sister, folks. And if you weren't there on Rift Zone, I had a few stories. The VOD is available, all that stuff. In case you're wondering, welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RBT Entertainment on the Broken Infinite. What the fuck? Got the emotion that it's still embedded in my brain 3 years after we're not on the Broken Infinite. But we are on Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube, wherever else you may find us, finding out we're recording it live on RBT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling both in the mainstream and independent scene. My name is Matty J. That is TWK.
Man, I am so glad we're here tonight, just me and you, Matty, the original duo, the ones that started the Wrestle-Cast from the beginning, just me and you, and no Shintigercurl tonight, because, oh boy, it's going to be a good time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, too late, Shintigercurl is here too. Nope. Yep. What happened
Like I
there?
said, just me and you, Matty.
Oh, it's me, Richard Kennedy McMahon.
Ah, you were screaming into your microphone, I think.
I wasn't screaming, this is my normal talking voice.
No, that's your Pat McAfee show voice, actually. Yeah.
No, I'm angry because that t-shirt bastard, Tony Khan, took Ring of Honor from me.
Oh, you had plenty of fucking chances.
Yes, and it was only for me.
I
could have done so much, especially with that Tyler Black guy.
You technically you did. You turned him to Seth Rollins, and well, he ain't doing half bad for you.
What?
Yeah, same dude, different name.
That's impossible. His name is Tyler Black. You're talking about Seth Rollins.
Same dude.
Next,
What?
you're going to tell me that...
I got this teed up. Next, you're going to tell me that El Generico is Sami Zayn, which is a crock of shit, by the way. He's retired, and his handler's working at Sami Zayn.
I'll hire him. I need more lucha things in my company.
Don't
But you
bother.
fired all your luchadors last year.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
God damn it, Nick Khan, get your ass over here.
Anyway, hi, Shin.
Hi, guys.
Hate to cut the bit short, but we got a show to do, and we got a shitload to talk about. Also, Hairball, Nia Jax will not be to be talked about because, fuck her.
I don't feel like wasting time on her, because it's just wasted breath.
Yeah.
It's wasted breath and time that I'll never get returned to me.
Yeah, she's shitting on the fact that people are actually fighting for their actual freedom in Ukraine, when she's still worried about a freaking face mask. You know what? I had respect for her when she left, and it's gone. Moving on. We got a show, man.
It's gone.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you. All right, we got 90 minutes or less. We have less than 90 minutes now. And we got a show to do. So here's what happened. I took a break, and as I explained in the introduction, my little sister got married. Actually, here it is. Here's she and her husband. It's a gift, so it'll loop. It'll loop all that stuff. But it was their first dance. She was a beautiful woman that night. More beautiful than usual, and all that good stuff. And that was a fun night. It was a fun night, as I explained all the stories and all that stuff. But in the meanwhile, MJF cut the promo of the fucking year. Cesaro decided to up and fucking leave while the getting was good. And I figured, oh god, oh there it is. So there it is. There's a thing. There's the fucking thing that's gonna fucking happen when I take a fucking break from this show. Chaos reigns when I decide to not do a show on Friday. The next time I take a break, by the way, will be the weekend of May 15. Actually, I'll probably do a show and then upload and all that stuff because, well, duh. But that weekend, at the end of the week, I'm not producing a show. Boys, if another Black Day, like another talent flushing happens, I'm not responsible. That's coincidence, okay? That is complete coincidence. I'm just going to say that right there. But plenty of stuff happened. We'll discuss it. Tony Khan bought a thing unrelated to the baseball cap that I'm wearing right now, which has the letters R-O and H on it.
Yeah, he bought a thing.
Yeah, he bought a big deal. Big fucking deal. And stuff happens. So we're going to talk about that and all that good stuff. Your winners and losers. And we have to read an email as well. Let me actually fish that out. It was supposed to be read last week, and it did not make the thing. It was by Guts. It was one of the questions. He was sending some questions. And there's a lot of questions, and we probably won't have too much time. But I did want to acknowledge that he did send a few questions via email to the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. If we have time to read them, we will read them. He asked, do you think there's a solution to this problem of AEW's division? Britt Baker, DMD, Jade Cargill. He says there's a problem. I don't see a problem with the division. I don't know about you guys. More of an exposure problem than anything else.
Yeah, what kind of division does he mean?
The women's division, the AEW women's division.
Only problem is they need more screen time. That's about it.
That's it. Really? And they're gonna get it eventually. They have the talent to pull off a couple of good segments. Considering we know Adam Cole, Bye versus Hangman Page is happening, is there a possible before we get a multi-man time match with Elite and Bullet Club? We're not gonna get that, obviously. What odds do you give Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho? That freaking happened. Do you agree with Hikaru Shida on how hard it is right now for Joshi wrestlers to get an AEW? Well, Joshi being Japan, and if you're Japan, you're fucking stuck. So, just in general, that's a difficulty.
Yeah, and she just also said that she's had difficulty trying to get TV time lately.
Yeah, and again, this is AEW playing the hot hand, and sometimes the hot hand do not belong to the women. That's the cyclical nature of the industry. Don't get me wrong. Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker is gonna fucking rule. But, you know. Fair questions. That being said, let's talk about that thing Tony Khan bought. A lot of rumors. I tweeted that I thought, okay, he's not crazy enough to outright buy Ring of Honor, but hey, maybe the big deal is we're going on HBO Max, and we have the Ring of Honor library, which includes All In, which I thought that's big enough. Folks, I may have undersold it, just a tad. Take a listen.
Normally, I'm the one keeping people on time, so I'm going to make sure we get to the wrestling tonight. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being here. Everyone here and everyone at home, you're the ones that kept this company and this business going through this pandemic. Thank you for being here tonight. Tonight is a big night. We're gonna have a big week. This is the biggest week in the history of this company. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the road to Revolution. This Sunday on pay-per-view and ahead of Revolution, I have a huge announcement tonight. It's something big, and I really appreciate you all being here. You know, when we started AEW 3 years ago, it was out in that parking lot. And I know a lot of you were here at the very beginning, out there, at the very beginning. Well, it was about 17 years before that, another wrestling company started, a wrestling company known as ROH. Ring of Honor. And I've been a fan of Ring of Honor for a long time, a huge fan. So you can imagine I'm very excited because today I signed a deal. I just became the new owner of Ring of Honor. Shane's not here. There's no Shane. It's me.
Okay, I couldn't resist the Shane McMahon theme, but he said it, not me. There's no Shane there.
True.
Who the funk Tony Khan would have the spare change, let's face it, to outright buy Ring of Honor, period?
Here's what I think happened. Sinclair wanted to get ROH off their hands, and because they just saw it as a sunken cost due to all the hacking, and then they lost money, and they just didn't see this as worth having. And Tony Khan came along with the best offer, and they were like, okay.
And Triple H almost bought it in 2018. Vince said no, because he wanted a bigger fish, and a bigger fish technically was New Japan at the time, and New Japan said, fuck you. And Hairball, nothing confirmed, but the consensus among all dirt sheets is paid between 30 to 40 million. I heard between 20 and 40, and that's for I'm thinking my range would be like low ball 20 million up to 40, which, you know, yeah, for those wondering, yeah, WCW's 4.2, but 4.2 in 2001 money. You got to account for inflation. Still a big freaking deal. JC, rumor has it, Ring of Honor is going to become a developmental league for AEW. That's my thought as well. That'd be one way to do it.
Yeah, me too.
That'd
be cool thought. If, you know, Ring of Honor can get live television every week now, instead of just syndicated on like 2 a.m. at random stations.
That'd be awesome if they could pull it off. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like something that should happen.
And for anyone wondering, one of the things I read was this company is not owned by the same company that owns AEW. Two different companies.
No, it's a subsidiary. The parent company of AEW is still AEW Wrestling Incorporated, or whatever it is now. The company that now owns Ring of Honor is owned by Tony Khan, but there's no relation between AEW directly, other than just it's the same owner, essentially. Mm-hmm. But so it's all the assets, which includes brand assets, intellectual property, the production equipment, and the video library, which includes, as I mentioned before, All In. So All In is now fully under the people, the company, the story of AEW is now complete. It is in-house, which is in itself is huge. And Shin, you and I both watch JD from New York. I do so occasionally. You do more frequently, of course.
Yeah.
Man was hype on Wednesday. Hype.
Him and Jesse were hype.
Him and Jesse, they were talking about it. They were thinking, folks, I all caps typed Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor. I was screaming it to the top. I'm underselling. JD, he's hype. He's screaming. He's like, oh my God, this is huge. And he is usually he is bombastic and overselling a lot of things because it's JD. He likes to oversell things. Folks, even in his bombastic overselling nature, he's still underselling how huge this is.
Potential, man. Just the possibilities with the tape library alone.
If HBO Max was not a done deal, then it's almost. If it's not done by the end of by this summer, I'll be shocked.
If whatever Tony Khan paid for ROH, he is going to make it back with interest by the end of this year, depending on what he does with ROH.
Now he could start the he could handle the Indie Fed, the plan of the Indie Fed, or the reworked Ring of Honor, with the way that Sinclair were organizing when they shut it down back in December. Or this could be a whole different thing. This could be Ring of Honor could turn into Dark Elevation, and Dark could be Ring of Honor in a sense. You know, they rent the place in Universal Studios. They could easily turn that into Ring of Honor and bring in a steady crowd of people that just want to watch wrestling, any wrestling.
Yeah,
that's one possibility. Of course, the big one. Hairball and I do agree. Briscoes versus FTR when, Tony? Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Pretty much.
Supercard of Honor.
Yeah, I think that's the obvious. Like they have advertised Supercard of Honor for WrestleMania weekend. If they don't have a main event, that's your main event.
Briscoes are facing a mystery team.
That it has to be FDR. I think there'll be a lot of disappointed people who showed up WrestleMania weekend with the heat and the promos and the tweets and everything else between FTR and Briscoes. I'll be sad and disappointed if it's not FTR.
Yep. And you know Tony's going to give us that match. It's not it's not an if anymore. It's a when.
He could do it. He owns both companies.
Yep.
You could say, hey, FTR, go get him. Briscoes, go get him. And profit.
Yep. And everyone who's worked for Ring of Honor, who didn't have a home or pretty much didn't know when their next paycheck was coming, this could be Tony Khan just gave them a home.
You know, a lot of people are saying they'll rehire everybody. That could be a little sketchy because a lot of people have found homes, especially the Honor No More stable with Impact Wrestling. How the fuck does that turn into something now that Ring of Honor is under new management? Though there is that old forbidden door that was opened by Kenneth Jerome Omega last year. So
possibilities, man.
Yeah, possibilities. Ring of Honor is in safe hands. At least safer hands than Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr. Huge. And I'm still underselling it. I have calmed down, obviously, but still.
And all of this just feeds more into the heel Jesse's theory, and I'm buying it myself.
He thinks Cody's going to run Ring of Honor.
There is the timing just it's so.
Oh no! Hey, don't get me wrong. It's all coincidence, and I refuse to believe it is a work. Especially now that the talks between Cody and WWE have fizzled out. Which, yeah, there were officially talks. I mean, yeah, if they fizzled out, that means they talked.
And there's no way Cody wouldn't have any. There's no way Cody or Brandy would have any. Wouldn't have had an idea that TK was going to be buying Ring of Honor, because one does not just simply up and buy an entire wrestling company on a whim. It would have taken weeks, if not months.
To be fair, a couple of weeks ago when rumors of TK working a deal, there was an NDA. There was allegedly an NDA, and I'm not going to buy into the conspiracy theory, but I'm willing to bet the NDA was the Ring of Honor deal, and they didn't want that to leak until Tony could say, okay, the deal is done. I am starting to pay the bills now.
I'm not saying there was no leaks. I'm just saying there's no way Cody wouldn't have known about this. He would have had. He was a VP, so he would have known that he would have at least known that TK was in talks with buying Ring of Honor.
From what I've heard I don't think a whole lot of people knew until game day.
But he's a VP.
I don't think that. I have not heard. I don't think. No, I refuse to believe that there's a work here.
But you have to at least entertain the possibility.
That's conspiracy theory nonsense.
It's conspiracy theory.
It's tinfoil hat tomfoolery.
And yeah, even the VPs might not have been in the loop because it is a different company from AEW. And TK probably didn't want to distract, from the build.
I'm just saying, possibility. It's there.
I would say maybe a 1%.
Nah, that's a little too. I'd give it a 5% chance. But again, with Cody on the outs, not under contract, I don't think you leaking that much, giving Cody that much leverage. I don't believe it.
I'm not saying for, I'm not saying against. I'm just saying the possibility is there.
But, and of course, JC, well, there were conflicting reports, and I've seen those conflicting reports. And look, Cody probably wants a shitload of money, and Vince probably don't want to give him that shitload of money.
He wants a shitload of money, a bus, and a PS5. And Vince is having trouble getting that PS5.
Everyone's having trouble having that PS5.
Come on, Cody, you gotta work with me. I can't get the damn thing. It's sold out everywhere. Vince, you have my demands. God damn it, kid.
What'd you settle for, a Switch?
I have 3 Switches.
I could give you a first copy of 2K22. Blow me.
Am I in the DLC? Oh, not yet, pal. Then no.
There you go.
I can get you the new arcade one-up
Machines, we're done here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, one person who is definitely in the outs of WWE with absolutely no dispute about it is Cesaro, as that thing expired last week. And
literally last week, he picked up his shit and said, "Screw you guys, I'm going home." Cup of coffee in hand.
Because it expired, no non-compete.
No non-compete. He could have showed up this Wednesday, though. Considering the big deal, he's probably going to show up either at the pay-per-view or next week, if he so wishes to be with the AEW people.
You know what this means, right, guys?
Kings of Wrestling?
The reunion of the greatest heel faction in professional wrestling.
KOW.
Wrong.
Bruder Shop Desk Cruises?
Wrong.
Okay, what?
The following announcement has been paid for by Left Right, Left Right.
Ooh. Pretty sure that's WWE owned, but hey, if Breeze wants to take a bump again.
Hey, it would make perfect sense. A lot of gamers in AEW. Chugs could use the backup.
Oh, you don't need the backup. We got Red Dragon.
No, but he needs it from Swiss and Prince Pretty.
That and how free is Adam Cole at fighting games?
I don't know. I've never seen.
Yeah,
him play
he's not
games.
a fighting game kind of guy, actually.
Then there he goes. Cesaro's going to go in. Mr. Swiss is going to go in for the jugular.
Or even better, he might bring along Big Tony. Nobody wants to fuck with Big Tony.
No one but fucks with Big Tony. By the way, Adam Cole's in a professional wrestling match on Sunday, not a video game match.
You don't know that. They could change the stipulation day of.
No, I'm pretty sure the ink is dry on that one.
You don't remember WrestleMania?
Pro wrestling.
WrestleMania 17, Matty. Biggest main event of all time. Day of. Now it's no disqualifications. Anything goes in wrestling, Matty. The day of AEW Revolution, they can decide, Hangman Page versus Adam Cole, baby. It's going to be a no mercy death match.
They do that, and some of us will mark out, the rest of them will riot. And you know that. And you know that.
The two of them are going to make their entrances into the ring, and then an N64 is going to lower from the ceiling. They're each going to grab a controller.
All right. All I'm going to say is don't put it on the floor, and for the love of God, do not let Grand Pooh Bear near it.
Or it could, and just to make things even better. So, okay, people would be upset, but they wouldn't be upset once he hits the pile driver. Best move in wrestling game history, pile driver.
Pile driver. Give me a hell yeah.
And of course,
probably on that stack of bananas you call a neck, son.
Of course, Chugs picks Stone Cold and just does Steve Austin impressions the whole time. And Hangman Page picks, of all people, just because he is that sort of goofy goofball, Al Snow.
Yep, he
would.
And somehow...
And for some reason, they replaced Jim Ross and Tony Khan with Tony Schiavone with John Blood and Duel.
And in the end, somehow, because Chugs is that free when it comes to playing games against people, Chugs loses.
Only on purpose, because waiting in the wings, sitting outside the ring, arms crossed with an N64 controller in his hand, is Eddie Kingston.
You don't want
and a copy of Virtual Pro Wrestling 64.
And Chugs just says, I'm out. He's all yours, Hangman.
All right, so he'll be bandaged up because he would have wrestled Chris Jericho from earlier, let's be honest, but he had 64 in hand, bottle of water, cold water.
All right, getting back onto the news.
Yeah, let's get back to the serious stuff here.
So Dynamite started with the original main event for Ring of Honor, Danielson versus Daniels.
And that was a great callback. Are we already on the AEW stuff? Oh, yeah, we got the recap and all that stuff, yeah.
CD looked amazing in this match.
He did. Remind me, what is his age?
50.
Bullshit. He's in his 40s.
Yeah, you definitely couldn't tell by the way he's moving around. I mean, this guy has been just... When you consider how many times he's fallen on his head in Ultimate X matches, it's a miracle he can still move around this well.
Yeah. And here's an interesting fact. Christopher Daniels is the same age that Ric Flair was when he wrestled the last match at WCW.
Which, again, the parallels.
And somehow Christopher Daniels is in better shape, but then again, Flair did all the drugs.
Yeah, well, no, he was at that point where he was all depressed.
Yeah.
And he also did all the drugs.
He did not do all the drugs.
Well, he drunk all the liquor.
Yeah, he drank all the booze. He did not do all the drugs.
It was the 80s. He did all the drugs.
No, this is the 2001, dude. Where the fuck have you been?
It catches up to you.
It's not. It's Ric Flair, dude. Considering how well he wrestled up until his retirement in 08. It's the Nate. He has among anything else a freaking modern miracle. Up until 2008, and then, well, the world grew up and Nate didn't.
Unfortunately, and Colt Cabana has not forgotten.
Not at all.
Just listen to his podcast. Anytime someone brings up a Ric Flair story, Colt has something to say of himself about Ric Flair. He has not easily forgiven Ric Flair for his time in Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah. Say no more.
Basically, the biggest thing Ric Flair did was probably just run up a tab and just make an ass of himself at a bar. So just imagine being there, seeing that, just like, Jesus Christ, dude. And this
probably showing his ass at a bar.
Yeah, and this is like late 2008 too, so... Oh boy, no one got worse from there.
Moving on.
Danielson and Daniels was amazing.
Yes.
Kicked all the ass.
Oh, yeah.
But in the end, Danielson turned the BME, countered it into a triangle choke.
That was a beautiful finish, by the way. best moonsault triangle. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Tap, 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 tap. Why are you flexing?
Because Danielson is a dick.
Yep.
A good dick.
And then afterwards, Mox came out for a face-to-face, wanted to fight him then and there, but Daniel said, no, no, no.
They're going to kill each other, and I'm going to love it.
Dude, every match on this card, at least a good chunk of it is, they're going to kill each other, and we're going to be eating the popcorn.
And then we had the Tag Team Casino Battle Royale, which started off with the reunion of Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin.
They were the surprise tag team, and there was some disappointment on Twitter, and I went, why? It's Top Flight. They're good. It's a good return. It's a good surprise return.
Darius made up for a lot of lost time in this match.
Oh, he looked good in this one, folks.
Yeah, he looked amazing, and you could tell that this match was structured to make him look good, to make up for all that lost time. To remind
they
the fans,
threw him in the deep water, and he swam the fuck out of it.
Yeah, AEW was like, hey, remember this guy? You're going to remember how fucking good he is. Because he made it to the second, he's basically second to last in the Battle Royal.
He finished in the Final Four.
Final two.
Yeah,
Final two, yeah.
Two.
Just barely eliminated by the skin of his teeth. He almost won. And judging by how they're booked here, I can't help but think that Top Flight, they had to win the tag belts this year, right? Right?
Yeah, like they're going to be positioned near, at least around, if not in the top 5. They have to. After that performance, they have to.
Also, I would keep an eye on 5 and 10 this year.
Absolutely, yeah, another one.
Yeah,
especially considering how they've been booking 10 the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, Cummings seems pretty high on 10 with the high-profile matches he's been in.
I'm telling you, that Ethan Page vlog, Rob, it's working.
Yes, get a lot of young guns rising through the ranks this year. Can't wait to see it.
Honestly, you could throw a ball into the tag team division and you would find a potential world tag team champions in that division.
That's how good the division is.
Even the Ass Boys have improved themselves this year.
Brum, brum.
Just as a reminder to the fans, that is their last name. We are not swearing.
Yep. At least by reliable sources, including Danhausen.
And then we had a CM Punk promo. Okay.
This segment, along with last week's segment, they went from, oh God, there's actual emotional stakes. And this week, they went back to, okay, now you want a reason to see them kill each other.
Sorry, go ahead.
3 weeks of consistent booking and storytelling. That's what this is. Just compounded to make an awesome sandwich of in-ring excellence for this feud.
I don't know how many professionals on this one, but I could see at least 4. The two principals, Punk and MJF, Tony Khan, and whoever is helping them produce it. Yep. Absolute fucking pros doing their jobs and doing it right. And MJF, verbatim repeating Punk's promo when he became Ring of Honor champion before he left for the Fed. This all the way back to 2005, I want to say, 6?
Somewhere thereabouts. Yeah. 2005-06.
Yeah. Him wearing the shirt. Apparently it was not Hardway, it was just a blood pack. You wouldn't have noticed anyway.
True. Okay,
at the time, I was a big blood pack, I'll tell you that much, if that's the case.
Yeah, he was gushing.
He was gushing.
But what I mentioned this on Twitter when it came out, and I mentioned it here. Through this entire segment, MJF barely smiled.
There was no cockiness.
There was no cockiness, no arrogance, no, hi, I got one over on you. He barely smiled. Not just in this segment, but in the last 3 weeks up to the build up for this match. He has not really smiled. And I think part of the reason is I think most, if not all of his story was true. but he just used it to get one on over on Punk. But this is he made it seem very emotional for MJF for this match. Like,
no, this is okay. Those 2 wins and me bragging about it, that was me going, I got one over on Punk. Now you decide to dig, and now I'm like, fuck psychological warfare. I'm psychologically nuking you.
Yeah, he's like, I beat my hero, now I'm going to kill my hero at Revolution.
Basically. As soon as Dog Collar, he had that look of, I'm going to have to do it. And he wanted, again, going with that hatred of him, of seeing CM Punk leaving, fucking off. And for some people, it's motivation. For him, it was for most people, it was motivation to fill the gap. For MJF, it was not only fill the gap, but make sure it cannot be taken back. Long story short, he mad and he want to kill him, and now he's got an opportunity.
Pure hatred.
That's it.
Where's Ice-T when we need him? We need this from the players, from the player haters ball.
Oh, hey, man, you corny.
By the way, notice that Wardlow didn't really participate in the beatdown as much as anyone else.
Shin was going to say, next son of a bitch who says that's getting shot.
Next motherfucker say something, interrupt me while I'm talking, is getting shot. Please believe me.
If we're going to do a Chappelle Show bit, we got to do it right.
Very true, very true.
Continue. You were saying about Wardlow.
So he didn't really participate in this beatdown.
And then, of course, he had his match, which I believe will come up a little later. But he just brought the ring, and just sat back, let MJF do the work.
Oh yeah, it's becoming very obvious now. But before we get to that, Thunder Rosa Mercedes Martinez beat Baker and Hayter by Thunder Rosa pinning Britt Baker in the middle of the ring, which shocked the hell out of me.
Crowd was a little dead on this one, to be fair, and put the belt on Thunder Rosa.
I'm just wondering if they're going to do that, because most times when you see companies do this, this means the person who did the pinning is losing. So now I'm confuzzled.
Yeah, well, this is AEW. They've been good at and yeah, of course, using some tropes to their advantage, and then there's some subversion.
Very true, and it would be time for Thunder Rosa, because Baker's had a run. She's got all the awards in the world. It's not really much for her to do at this point. Much left for her to do as champion. She's done it all.
All that's left is to put over the next person, who is Thunder Rosa.
And if not her, then who?
And the who? Yeah, who else?
Unless they're just waiting for someone to cross the T's and dot the lowercase J's, as it were.
Yeah, at that point, I cannot offer another opponent to dethrone the Doctor.
Unless they're waiting for Mia Yim or Athena to come in, like I said.
And again, I don't think people would see those two straight shot to a women's championship match that quickly.
No. Right.
No.
Not that they are not world champion worthy. Of course they are, but to be hot shot like that seems to be against the grain in AEW.
Yeah, that would be very much a Fed move.
That's something you would reserve for the TBS title, which would make more sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because TBS, much like TNT title, is kind of like open contract.
Open contract, open challenge, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I can see
the world title is earned.
I can see an outsider breaking Jade's streak.
Cannot wait to see the mental breakdown from her when that happens.
Ooh, Smart Mark's gonna die when that happens.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking she's gonna powerbomb him through the table on the outside.
That's how mad she is.
She gonna kill him dead.
JC, if Rosa doesn't win, I'd imagine Jamie Hayter dethroning him. I don't see that though.
They have been building towards a dissension between Hayter and Britt.
I would say that would be the first post title feud. Like that's Britt descended to madness, and Jamie Hayter's in the crosshairs.
Because notice that throughout the entire time Jamie Hayter's been with Britt Baker, she's the only one who doesn't do the DMD hand gimmick.
Yeah.
Yep.
the entire time. She's never done it.
It's a simple story. Like she goes paranoid. What the fuck did I do? I'm supposed to be better. And Jamie Hayter, being Jamie Hayter, is like, you bitch. I'm gonna get. And there's your story for the next couple of months.
And
it
Jesse
turns
has
into a
some
feud.
dream booking.
We're obviously dream booking, but it's been built up on TV, so it makes sense.
Jesse has some dream booking.
Part of me wants Jade straight to, at least until to go until Asuka is free from the Fed. How long is her contract though?
Yeah, that could be a couple years.
That's a couple of years. I don't know if they have the. I'm pretty sure they have the patience to stick it out to 50-0 with Jade. Definitely, they could do that. I don't see them going full 2 years. It doesn't make sense.
You don't see them going 100?
I mean, if you have the patience and the crowd, if you have the crowd's patience for it, sure. But I don't see it. To 50, I could see it. To 100, that's a tough sell.
Yeah.
And that's a legit 100, not a Goldberg 100 as Shane's pointed out a few weeks ago.
That's the thing.
All right, so moving on. Wardlow defeated Cesaro Bononi in shockingly fast fashion, considering this is a big boy.
This is a big boy. We were like, oh, this is going to be a Haas fight. Nope, Haas squash. And, of course, the big difference, and we're not going to knock Cesaro Bononi because he's a big dude. He's a good wrestler. But the story is after the match. Well, you get Sean Spears. He won his with his BBC, his big black chair, and he got chair blocked. Finally, Wardlow, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Still on my fucking thunder again? And of course, Spears goes, oh, you're staring at me. Oh God, he's gonna kill me. You know what? Go ahead. You're good. Celebrate, kid. Yeah. Fuck.
That is how that right there, that gif I just shared, that was Sean Spears when
okay,
when
we
he
can't
asked,
show you have to realize I can't show this on screen, but it's a dude saying nope and leaving. I don't know what the movie is from there, but
that's Red's father from Friday.
Ah, fair.
After Red got knocked out, his father ran up to him and Debo said, "You want some of this, old man?" And he's like, "No,
no, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here." Actually, can I pick up my boy? No. Okay, fair. Just wake him up with a little bit of water, and he'll be on his merry way. Anyway.
Yep.
And then afterwards, we got a backstage segment where Wardlow got super tense with MJF, and oh boy, they are coming to blows very soon.
Yeah, basically MJF's like, dude, you're doing well. Hey, you know what? Fair. If you win the ladder match and you win the TNT title, I'll let you keep it. And of course, MJF's like, not like you're gonna get it. And Wardlow went, well, he back talks, and MJF slaps it, and then Wardlow going, you want this? But you work for me, fucker.
You know the old saying, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." There's an even more obscure saying, "Don't kick the dog that guards you at night."
And that is very apt for this moment.
Mm-hmm. I walked for miles inside a pit of danger.
Oh yeah, it's going full Batista on MJF.
It's going full Batista WrestleMania 21, folks.
I was actually just listening to that song earlier today. Good stuffs.
It's Aliva. Good band. Anyway, there is more good shit.
Then we already got our main event because the Battle Royal took up like 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah, so they went straight to the 6-man tag. The Undisputed Not Era, legally distinct, of course. Red Dragon and Adam Cole Babaye, they took on Silver and Reynolds and the Hangman heavyweight champion of the Hangman Adam Page.
And unfortunately, Reynolds got taken out by the Undisputed Originals.
He should have remembered that is a tambourine.
It is. An air tambourine.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Adam Cole was feeling bad when he had to beat down Silver and Reynolds after the match was over.
Here we go.
So terrible.
Yeah, we totally beat the crap out of these guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, these guys are so big losers. You guys aren't losers. You're my best friends. Yeah, let's go hang out and drink some beers together. Wait in my room. In 30 minutes, I'll be up with the cocoa butter.
And that's how the show went off the air.
Yeah, pretty much. And not the what Shin said, but the Adam Cole standing triumphantly going, "I'm the next world champion, fucker." Not before the Hangman got duct taped to the rope, by the way.
Yep.
There were some things, and then of course super kicks and all that stuff. And super kick, and super kick, and super kick. That kind of shit.
Yep.
Of course, we got the news this week that not only is Undertaker going into the Hall of Fame, but he's going to be inducted by Junior himself.
Vince McMahon, he was on Pat McAfee's show. And for those expecting Pat McAfee to turn into Bob Costas, it was not the case. Though there were some tensions at the beginning where Pat was wondering, do I call you Mr. McMahon or Vince? And he said, Vince, pal, Vince. Okay. Okay. This is one of those things where you got to watch the video itself. It is on YouTube. Go ahead, Shin.
A lot of bullshit in this one.
A lot of bullshit. This is basically Pat McAfee being Pat McAfee, uncensored, of course, because he drops a couple of F-bombs in the first couple of seconds. But there's a lot of bullshit and there's a lot of shooting this shit. And of course, among that, Pat McAfee brings up the Hall of Fame, brings up the Undertaker, and Vince says he will be inducting the Undertaker. And you know what? Some people say, it should be Mick Foley, should be this. And you know what? Vince is a good pick.
I would personally prefer Mick Foley myself.
Yeah, a lot of people, yeah, I can see that. But if you can't get Mick, or if you can't, you know what? In a sense, I buy it. Undertaker, Vince McMahon's greatest creation, character-wise. And then it's a Vince McMahon original. Do not forget that.
Most loyal wrestler to Vince.
And when I listened to the interview, you could tell he got emotional. And when he said, it'll be the most difficult thing I will ever have done. So you could tell Vince and Undertaker were good friends, or are good friends. Because when you're wondering, what the fuck do I say about my best friend, you tell, okay, Vince wants to do it.
Although what's interesting is that if you've seen the Last Ride documentary, you can tell that Vince put Taker through some mental hell, really.
Oh, yeah. There was some mental hell. This was not an easy relationship.
No.
Yeah, Vince is kind of a dick. Kind of a dick.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick.
And if by kinda you mean big dick, yeah, he is kind of a dick.
Yeah. That being said, though, you could tell there was a lot of respect between the two.
True.
So it makes sense. JC is, of course, a lot of people in the chat, Enigma Extreme. Hall of Fame started with Andre. It should end with Taker. It's like, no, the Undertaker should be the only inductee this year. That is a sentiment shared with everybody, I'm pretty sure. JC, they haven't announced anyone else for the Hall of Fame besides Taker that I know. Is Taker going to be the only inductee? I've read conflicting reports there might be more inductees. But the fact that they're sharing the induction ceremony for The Undertaker along with a SmackDown episode, that means that's going to be 2 hours on Fox. That's a lot of stuff to do. You could probably do like the main event is The Undertaker getting inducted, but who else would join? I don't think there should be anyone else. It should be an Andre the Giant situation.
If anything, they should just fill the night with just anecdotes about Taker, from other wrestlers and other staff and people who have worked with him and worked around him.
Here's how you do it. Here's how you do it.
Especially if we can get some posthumous footage from Paul Bearer explaining the cucumber situation.
Oh God! If there's I think there's WWE footage of that. They should totally do that. Here's how they should do the go home week for Mania. Raw is all hands on deck. You got your Roman Reigns, your Brock Lesnar's, your everybody. Every match from both nights, do it that way. And then SmackDown, if you got people who want to wrestle and they're not on the Mania card, sure. But the crux of the SmackDown before WrestleMania is Undertaker.
Yeah.
That's the episode. That's the theme. If there's anyone else being inducted, it has to be in relation to the Undertaker. In one way, shape, or form. But beyond that...
How many people are left from the Bone Street crew?
Ooh.
Let's see. Rikishi's already in.
Godfather's in.
Godfather's in. Farouk is in, right?
Farouk is in.
Yeah.
He was inducted by JBL.
We can
I
have
think
them.
they're all in.
I think they're all in, yeah.
Wait,
You could have them do some stories for Taker.
is Yokozuna in?
He's been in.
Yep, there you go. I think they're all in.
And then
Wow,
Extreme. I
wait.
think Hall of Fame should go on another several year hiatus after Undertaker. No, they won't do that. If it makes money, and it has in the last few years, they're not going to stop.
I just realized something. The entire Bone Street crew are in the Hall of Fame well before all the members of the clique are in the Hall of Fame individually.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah. That's an interesting tidbit.
Because Trips is not in the Hall of Fame. Sean Waltman's not in the Hall of
Sean
Fame.
Waltman's not in the Hall of Fame. Nash, Hall, and Michaels are, and they were
Yeah.
individually. Hairball
Yeah.
went, wait, what? I'm like, I'm waiting for his for the thing there.
So yeah, you can definitely run some time out with just having whoever's left from the Bone Street crew just tell some stories, some real stories.
that would. Next Broken Skull Sessions, Bully Ray. That should be an interesting
Let
thing.
me tell you about the heat.
They're bringing up TNA in his heel run. They have to.
I got so much heat.
Hey, look.
I screwed Hulk Hogan's daughter.
Hey, Austin, do you know who I am? What?
I'm the man that nearly killed Ring of Honor.
What? Anyway, but yeah, to go back to Enigma Extreme, I think the Hall of Fame should go on. No. I do agree that Undertaker should be the only inductee. But a hiatus? Dude, it's the Fed. They're going to keep it going no matter what we think. And A and B, dude, it's a fun thing during the weekend. Why wreck a good thing? It's like the one good thing WWE hasn't wrecked it. They have tried to wreck it.
Hairball, do you not know about the cucumber?
Undertaker has a phobia about cucumbers, by the way. The Hairball was asking about that. It is
Yeah.
a much
Dusty
ballyhooed bit of WWE backstage lore.
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes talked about that on the show a few years ago, if you guys remember.
That's right, Undertaker. He don't like the cucumbers, baby. He like my cucumber sandwiches.
It's all because of the Repo Man.
Among other things, of course.
Yes.
All right, it's 9:22, and we got a pay-per-view to talk about. Should we talk about that?
I got
think
one last
we
thing.
should.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
And that is the WWE 2K22 full roster.
How big is it?
It's big. Let me just go through the list real quick. It's a lot of names, so I'm gonna have to go as quick as I can.
All right, deep breath, T-Dub. Deep breath.
And here we go. AJ Styles, Akira Tozawa, Alexa Bliss, Alexander Wolf, Andre the Giant, Angel Garza, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews, Arya Davari, Asuka, Austin Theory, Batista, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Beth Phoenix, Bianca Belair, Big Boss Man, Big E, Billy Kay, Bobby Lashley, Booker T, Braun Strowman, Bret Hart, Brock Lesnar, Cameron Grimes, Candice LeRae, Carmella, Cedric Alexander, Cesaro, Chad Gable, Charlotte Flair, Chyna, Dakota Kai, Damian Priest, Dana Brooke, Danny Burch, Demon Finn Balor, Dexter Lumis, Diesel, Dolph Ziggler, Dominic Mysterio, Drew Gulak, Drew McIntyre, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Elias, Ember Moon, Eric Bischoff, Eric, Farouk, Fabian Eichner, Fandango, Finn Balor, Goldberg, Gon Matalik, Happy Corbin, Hogan again, Humberto Carrillo, Io Shirai, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Ivar, Jake the Snake Roberts, JBL, Jeff Hardy, Jerry Lawler, Jey Uso, Jim Neidhart, Jimmy Uso, Jinder Mahal, Joaquin Wilde, John Cena, John Morrison, Johnny Gargano, Jordan Devlin, Kalisto, Kane, Karrion Kross, Kaylee Ray, Keith Lee, Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Kushida, Kyle O'Reilly, Lacey Evans, Lana, Lindsay Dorado, Liv Morgan, Mace, Randy Savage, Mandy Rose, Mansoor, Marcel Bartel, Maurice, Mia Yim, Mickey James, Ted DiBiase, Montez Ford, Mr. McMahon, Murphy, Mustafa Ali, MVP, Naomi, Natalia, Nia Jax, Nikki ASH, Oni Lorcan, Otis, Papa Shango, Pete Dunne, Peyton Royce, R-Truth, Randy Orton, Rocco Gonzalez, Raul Mendoza, Razor Ramon, Reckoning, Rey Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Ric Flair, Ricochet, Riddle, Road Dogg, Robert Roode, Roderick Strong, Roman Reigns, Rowdy Piper, Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, Santos Escobar, Sasha Banks, Scott Hall, Seth Rollins, Shane McMahon, Shawn Michaels, Shayna Baszler, Sheamus, Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shotzi Blackheart, Slapjack, Steve Austin, Sonya Deville, Stephanie McMahon, Styx, T6, T-Bar, Tamina, Tegan Knox, The Brian Kendrick, The Miz, The Rock, Timothy Thatcher, Tesnio, Tommaso Ciampa, Tony Storm, Trent Seven, Triple H, Trish Stratus, Tucker, Tyler Breeze, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, Walter, William Regal, X-Pac, and Xavier Woods!
Breathe, Tina, breathe.
Any of those pauses there was because I had to keep scrolling down because this list is that long.
And most of them are not even on the roster anymore.
No, about 1/3 of the game's roster is been fired.
Shame.
It's kind of amazing, really. But hey, we got some new names in here. We got some names. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Lucha House Party's still in the game.
And JC is Walter as in Walter or Gunther? Shut up, it's
Walter.
Walter. It's Walter. And yeah, they can put Gunther in there. It's still fucking Walter.
We don't recognize Gunther in this house.
So if someone walks in with a Gunther t-shirt, you're just like, why are you not wearing a shirt?
We will, like Hank Hill said, we will ask him firmly but politely to leave.
Thank you. And by the way, what a coincidence. We had steak for dinner.
And Enigma says, this is the worst Poke Rap ever.
Hey, T-Dub is many things. A rapper he is not. But he could read a roster like nobody else's goddamn business.
Yeah, it's a lot of names here. Jesus, this can be if nothing else, a good roster.
If nothing else, who knows? We'll see.
I got a bit of news before we hit the Revolution.
Sure.
All right, what you got?
First off, I did not notice until today, but the latest guest on the Talk Is Jericho show is none other than Limitless Keith Lee.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
I wasn't able to listen to all of it, but I've heard some excerpts, and two things sprung to mind. One, according to Keith Lee, during his amazing run in the Survivor Series style match, he said that Roman Reigns let him do the entire finishing sequence.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I acknowledge the tribal chief for that one. That's cool.
Yeah, the more we hear about him backstage, he just sounds like the coolest motherfucker. I still remember, who was it? I think it was Malachi Black.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of trash in the locker room, and Roman Reigns stopped him going, what are you doing? You're one of us now. Stop it.
Yep. He has picked up the mantle that the Undertaker left behind. He is truly the locker room leader.
Hey, he doesn't have to be a dick. He doesn't have to be a dick like the Undertaker was.
Only if he has to.
Yeah.
Undertaker took pleasure in having to be a dick, but Roman doesn't have to.
All right, Malachi Black. For your transgressions, you must buy 1 pack of beer for everyone.
6-pack or 12?
Beer, boy.
6-pack or 12?
Imported or domestic?
Both.
All right, and the second bit of thing we learned from Keith Lee, apparently Vince McMahon did not like the way he talked.
What?
Of course, the racist bastard.
Like, what's wrong with the way?
He said that because of we all know the way Keith Lee talks, so slowly, so eloquently, the way he puts his words together, the words that he uses. Vince McMahon said, and according to Keith Lee, he said, and I quote, "You sound smarter than you really should be."
But his intelligent vocabulary is what sets him apart from so many other wrestlers.
Wait a minute, better yet, he said, "You sound too smart for your own good." That's the exact words.
Yeah.
Basically,
He's accusing Keith Lee of being black.
Ugh, so frustrating.
That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
He did the same thing with Brody goddamn Lee.
Yep. Unless you're a slobbering idiot that doesn't know any word, that doesn't barely know any words, and you're over 7 feet tall, you should not be talking smart in the land of Vince.
So far behind the goddamn times, it's not even funny. Can we get to AEW before we run out of goddamn time?
I got one more bit of news. We got, of course, we're 2 weeks behind, but it's time for the WGGP report.
Gangrel won the thing, and then Edge won it back.
Sold.
Look, don't get me wrong. I love New Legacy Inc., and I commented verbatim. Here's what I said. Enough! Edge, the people do not like Edge, so now we must give the people what they want. Edge must face the people, or at least the people's champion. The Rock versus Edge, no fucking mercy.
Yep. Unfortunately, Edge is the first person in WGGP history to hold that belt 2 times.
It's all Duel's fault.
Yeah, so let's blame Duel. It's completely Duel's fault.
Yes. Edge,
You
fucking mark that he
Canadian.
is.
Damn you, you Canadian.
Duel's not Canadian. He's Australian, isn't he?
Oh, who's the Canadian?
Edge is.
No, they have a Canadian commentator.
Is it Slip?
No, I could have sworn one of them was Canadian. Whichever one was Canadian, I blame them. I know they have a Canadian in their group.
AEW Revolution 2022. Like, I know you guys want to do.
Damn you, Canada!
AEW Revolution from the Edition Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida. March 6th. That's on a Sunday. Can you just do it on a Saturday, for God's sakes? Anyway, here's the match. As arranged, from pre-show to main event, they got Hook. They're sending him in against QT Marshall.
Marshall gonna die.
A lot. He's going to be suplexed. A lot. And we're going to be listening to Action Bronson. A lot.
You don't even know me.
You know, people are saying it's not his best song. Like, I don't care. It's a good fucking song.
It's the only song I know.
Me too.
Chairman's intent. Layla Hirsch takes on Chris Statler in a match that got a little bit of build on this week's Dynamite.
They're gonna beat the shit out of each other again.
Oh yeah. Now I don't know we are not aware of the exact the exact order of things, so I'm just reading it from Wikipedia.
It's pre-show.
It's not. Well, I know it's pre-show. I'm just talking about for the rest of the card.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, because the pre-show, obviously, the 2 matches. We're not sure of the order, so I'm just going to say they got the main event as the world title, which it probably should be. Though there are some people that it should be Punk versus MJF or this or that. Dude, it's the world title. It should be the main event. I am reading the card as such, as it is presented on the Wikipedia page, which with the first 2 matches were on the kickoff, or the buy-in, so to speak. Jade Cargill takes on Ty Conti for the AEW TBS Championship of the World.
I think that Cargill is going to retain.
Should be a good match, though. Ty can give a good match. Can get a good match out of Jade. So, yay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard-hitting match, but I see her going. What is she? 28, 29 and 0.
Yeah, she's gonna hit 29 or 30 and 0 at least. I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
She's gonna get there. The Andrade Hardy Family Office, that's Andrade El Idolo, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy. They're taking on Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin in a 6-man tornado tag match. Basically, no tags, everybody's in. Brawl.
I think the faces are going to win, and then Andrade's going to get so incensed that him and Isaiah are going to beat down Matt Hardy, and then Jeff's going to come in for the save. As long as there's no competes up already, right?
What's the 90-day clause for Hardy end? That would be like the one thing that would trip it up.
If to me, that's the only reason they do in this match here, and not the triple threat, which is happening tonight on Rampage.
Yeah, triple threat will be on Rampage, and that's going to be a goddamn banger.
It is, but to me, that should have been the pay-per-view match. And to me, the only reason they do this is
I get the feeling that they had loaded up the pay-per-view so much that they wanted to give people a good pay-per-view quality match on TV to entice people to watch the pay-per-view.
maybe.
True.
Because I get the feeling the TNT title will be buried under the barrage of holy shitness that we're getting in the pay-per-view card.
Enigma's saying that Tony has probably paid for Jeff's no compete.
No, verbatim he says, I'm betting Jeff's no compete has been paid off by Tony. He could pay it off. He technically could, but this is the Fed. They could probably say, okay, we'll take the money. He still got his 90-day no compete, though. Just saying, Vince is that fucking petty. Do not forget this. He is that stubborn and that goddamn petty. Though, I mean, if it is already up, then hey, that Jeff Hardy saving his brother makes sense. But if the non-compete's there, I would not expect it.
I can see if the heels lose, Isaiah's going to eat that pin.
Yeah, that's fair.
Somehow, if he did buy out his non-compete, I think this is where Jeff is going to make his debut.
Let's put it this way. I think here's a fair compromise for a prediction. Matt Hardy eats the pin. Jeff makes the save after the Pearl Harbor. If Isaiah eats the pin, we'll see in a couple of months or in a month or whatever.
Probably yes. I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe. True.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Either way, the faces win. I think we're all in agreement here. 3-way for the AEW Tag Team Championship of the World. Jurassic Express, that's Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Red Dragon, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And Matt and Nick Jackson, them Young Bucks.
Match of year candidate right here.
Oh, shit. Jesus, it's between that and the Faces of the Revolution ladder match.
I think if they were going to advance the story, the internal conflict between the Super Elite and the not Undisputed Era, I think this is the one that's going to do it. I think I can see some Adam Cole interference. For who? That's the story.
That's where the thing is. And honestly, I think to advance the thing, Jurassic Express retain.
Yeah.
And they retain after the Bucks and Red Dragon try some double team shenanigans, but it ends up backfiring on them.
Yeah. They keep getting in each other's way. That's the build. Mox, Danielson. Someone's head is going on a stick in this one.
Whoever loses this match, the fans win. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I think at this point, these two guys. This is one of the many examples tonight of bodies are going to hit floors and mats, and we're going to be like, "Yay, more!"
Match of the year candidate match here.
Yeah.
And I had to ask the Stonecutters. Stonecutters, who wins this match? We do. We do.
Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston, who wins? We do. We do.
Match of the year candidate match here. I'm not doing this.
As people saying is Shin on repeat? No, he's not. He's just not kidding.
Chris Jericho's got himself into great shape these past couple weeks.
He has. Mm-hmm. Enigma Extreme Time Limit Draw on Mox and Danielson. They could go 30-minute Broadway. If it's 30 minutes, I can see it.
Ditto.
But back on Jericho and Kingston, there's a picture, and obviously you guys have seen it. It's been shared all over the place. I think it was 2019 or 20 Jericho, and then current day Jericho. He trimmed up.
I say Eddie wins this, but only with outside interference from Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah, we did. There was a segment on Dynamite where Ortiz and Santana seemingly made good with Jericho. Wonder if that's going to be a swerve.
I'll have the betrayal cannon ready for Friday if that happens there, Mr. Shin.
Thank you. Speaking from ghetto terms, that fist dab was a little too aggressive for my taste. Yeah.
You got a little bit of Godfather kiss of death feeling out of that one.
I think so. I think we may be
that little bit of a nod, a little bit of foreshadowing, maybe.
May see a Fredo situation with this.
There you go. And the face of the Revolution ladder match for the winner to receive a future TNT Championship match, a.k.a. Big Meaty Men Slapping Ladders and Meat, featuring Starks and Orange Cassidy, and the winner of Page versus Cage.
We're getting Page versus Cage. Put it in a cage. Let them rage.
It's going to be on the Rampage, that's for sure. That's Christian Cage versus Ethan Page. The match is to air later.
So we're just just going to talk about like this could be a good match for Ricky Starks. Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Yeah. Powerhouse Hobbs he's gonna have that. Keith Lee. Dude, this is gonna be Big Meaty Men slapping meat.
I think either Wardlow or Lee is gonna win this match, one of those two.
By that. And then Extreme Claudio Castagnoli. Where? They don't have a last minute, hey, this person will be added to the match kind of thing. Like they did last year with Ethan Page, by the way. Didn't hear with all ego.
I want to say either Keith or damn, who else is in this?
It's a tough one.
Yeah, I got Keith Lee, OC, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Wardlow, or Christian Cage or Ethan Page.
I can see either the smart money would be either on Keith Lee or
Smart money says Keith Lee or Wardlow. A lot, and then Extreme it says it has to be Wardlow. I don't think it has to be to advance that story, but him winning the TNT title and MJF wanting it, maybe. I don't know.
Part of me thinks Hobbs got a shot. He's been growing. He's been growing a lot lately over the last couple of months.
Add some more gold to Team Taz.
Yeah,
this may be his time, but that's just a side bet.
Let's put it this way: whoever wins this match, the thumb is up.
No, I would not have any complaints with anyone winning this match.
That's a good ladder match right there. You could see anybody legitimate winning and going, oh, that's not too far-fetched. That's a good thing.
And Jason thinks Hobbs in the match should be yeeted by Keith Lee.
Someone's getting the Uncle Phil treatment, that's for sure. Someone's getting yeeted into a bunch of ladders, and it'll be painful and fun at the same time.
Just watch out for sprinkler noises.
Oh, yeah, I gotta be careful for that. Absolutely. AEW Women's World Championship, Dr. Britt Baker defends against Thunder Rosa.
It's Rosa's time.
I think we brought it up earlier. I think we're all thinking Thunder Rosa to gain a world championship here.
Yep.
Dog collar match: CM Punk versus Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Match of the year candidate match right here.
Yeah. I pick them. I can't. Gun to head, flip a coin, maybe CM Punk, but
blood will be spilled. That's all we know.
Yeah, there will be blood.
Regardless of who wins, I think this is this is where Wardlow does it. This is where he turns.
If that happens, Punk wins. But at this point, I shrug and go.
Honestly, win or lose.
I'm here for the ride at this point.
Win or lose for me. I think this is where Wardlow turns, especially after what happened on Dynamite.
That's fair. And in the main event, World Heavyweight Championship with AEW, or the AEW World Championship. Hangman Adam Page defends against Adam Cole, baby.
Match of the year candidate match right here.
And of course, I'm putting my money on Hangman to retain.
Hangman wins, but I would not be mad if they decide to if they last minute decide to put the strap on Adam Cole, because Adam Cole.
Baby.
Bye.
I don't know if it's the right idea to put it on Adam Cole, but keep it on Page. I think he's earned at least another defense before he drops it to somebody. Who?
Yeah.
I don't know.
MJF.
More than likely. I wouldn't. I would obviously bitch because I'm supposed to bitch because he's a heel, but makes sense. But until then, Adam Cole versus Adam Page shall be a banger. All right. Enjoy the pop-per-view. That's all I'm going to say there. Time for winners and losers. I got 2 weeks worth of winners and losers here, but I will let the Shintigercurl person kick us off as per usual.
All right, 2 D-Cell Battery Awards. Both are very obvious. One, of course, going to Vince McMahon for saying he listens to the fans when what he said on Pat McAfee's show, like, we wouldn't be bitching about you if you listen to the fans. You don't listen to the fans, Vince. That was just a sell job trying to.
Oh no! Yeah, actually, no. He listens to the fans, and he laughs and he laughs his ass off in our face about it too.
Yep.
He loves us booing him. Don't know why, because he's losing fucking money and viewers. But hey, you know what? Whatever gets your rocks off, pal.
Yep. Second D-Cell Battery Award, she was mentioned at the start of the show, and I just had to do it because she deserves it. Nia Jax, for the reasons. We all know the reasons, and I'm not even going to get into it because she doesn't deserve it.
Long story short, she took a shit on people trying to praying for Ukraine.
Yeah.
And brought it back to COVID theater, as the governor of Florida so eloquently tried to say it. And by the way, fuck both of them with barbed wire.
As for my losers this week, there's a lot of them, and you guys will probably do it, but this one, this is going to surprise you. Austin Creed.
Yeah.
He lost. Now with Cesaro gone, there's no more party left. The party is officially done. They're no longer with the company. But moreover, I'm sorry for what his channel has become. Like, the last 2 videos that he has put out were just him shilling the next 2K game, and there's no superstar save point, no let's plays, nothing, no GM mode, nothing. The channel has lost all of its spark that made it cool and unique, and now it's just another vehicle for Vince to shill his shit, and I feel so terrible for Austin Creed.
Austin Creed is counting down his contract.
Exactly.
And the sad part is the breakup of the New Day. They tried to break him up so many times that they got put back together again. And the thing that's going to permanently do it, it's not going to be Vince. It's going to be a contract running out. Because if I'm Austin Creed, I was given some positivity. I was doing something that was cool. And Vince obviously saw that coolness and he wrecked it. So if I'm Austin Creed, I'm seeing all my boys, all my party, if you will, outside, and I'm like, wait, I can't have that fun with that anymore? Bump this. All the money in the world and the greatest wrestling arcade in the world is not worth sitting on my ass trying to revive the New Day for the 10th fucking time.
Yep. And unfortunately, he's my only loser this week. But I'll agree whatever you guys got.
Oh, don't worry. You could put the Fed in there too, but I'll let T-Dub read his list first.
I just got one, and that's Sonny. Stop getting arrested. Fuck's
Jesus
sakes.
Christ, folks! Any other week, I'd be hitting the "What the fuck is wrong with you" button. Like, I've made the joke, like it was brought up by Mace in the Dynamite Call chat, and I put a picture of Tara Nash and the logo. What the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, that's Sonny. That's wrestling's Florida story. Is Tammy Sitch getting arrested for drugs and or booze or being Sonny? And that's fucking sad. And so, yeah, T-Dub's done. Yeah, the Fed. They let Cesaro go. Wow. Well, wrestling's game. Sonny, as I explained, and Vince McMahon, like, pick a reason at this point for the last couple of weeks. And Russia, because Putin could suck our dicks.
Yeah, I think that goes for all of us.
Yeah.
Period. And Russia's getting fucked because this guy is not getting what he wants, and he's pissed off. Being a big fucking cry goddamn baby.
And the fact that he knows that his logistics was shit poor.
Among other things.
I swear, if the end of the world comes because this guy just wanted more land, fuck's sakes. Fallout's a fun video game. I don't want to live it in real life.
Me neither. And you know the worst part is, if that happens, I'm living in Canada's capital.
Oh, well, technically outside the capital.
No, but national capital area, we're in that zone where if the worst case scenario happens, bye everybody, bye.
So let's focus on the positives. Let's get to winners.
Yeah, let's do the that was the thing. Winners, Shin, winners.
Oh, we already know who the fucking major winner. The winner of the year is Tony fucking Khan for buying Ring of Honor. We already gushed about what he could possibly do with it. What more do you want? Dynamite for all the reasons, and Revolution for setting up. You heard what I said when we were running down the goddamn roster. We were just like, match of the year candidate match right here. That's up and down the card.
That's not just a running gag. He's not fucking kidding, folks. It's got the potential.
It's just so goddamn good from top to bottom, and I can't wait to order some pizza and enjoy some wrestling. And see, and just because I'm a good sport, Matty's sister for jumping the broom. Congratulations.
Stop, boy, stop. Besides, she doesn't live here anymore. I can't really tell her.
I can still give her a win.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. I gave him to her the last show because it was the last show before the wedding. But I'm not going to do it twice. Though I am going to show the GIF of them dancing at the end of the show. Because why the fuck not?
Peanut butter?
Huh?
They had peanut butter?
What?
You said GIF.
Oh, the GIF. What? Shut up. I know what I said. The moving
Graphics
picture
doesn't
image.
start with a J.
Dave! Anyway, go ahead, Tita.
My winners this week go to none other than the 2K developers who worked their asses off on 2K22. Hope it's good.
Hey.
Hope it's good. Just for their sakes, if nothing else, because they busted their ass.
Give them a winner for pumping out a video game. Under that pressure.
Yeah, because whatever you think.
Regardless of how well it does. The fact that they had all the time in the world, all the pressure, all the delays, the fact that the movie, the freaking game is coming out, give them a winner for at least that.
Oh, yeah, because, goddamn video game developers, their lives are oftentimes hell.
Their life sucks.
Yeah. So whenever people play video games, and if they enjoy them, that honestly does brighten their hearts, brightens their day. So hopefully it's all good. And of course, gotta get a winner to Matty's sister for getting married. Congratulations.
Guys, Jesus. She's not here. She doesn't listen to this show.
We're trying to be cordial here, Matty. We're trying to be
Thank you.
Manners. We're gentlemen. We're trying to be gentlemen here.
You know what? The effort is indeed appreciated, though. Don't get me wrong. By the way, JC, gonna give my winner to Matty's sister. I'll let you guys know. I'll let her know. All right. So my winners. I mean, it's a long fucking list. AEW, Buddy Matthews. He debuted last week on Dynamite. Last week we did the one we didn't cover. Fucking A on that. Maxwell Jacob Friedman for both weeks, really. Ethan Page, because he's coming to America. Moving to Michigan. That was announced in his vlog. So, yay. Tony Khan and Ring of Honor, because Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor got bought by Tony Khan. Get it? Top Flight coming back.
Did you say Ethan Page is moving to America?
Yeah, Ethan Page on his behind-the-scenes vlog took a little bit of time to unbox some things at the end of the video. Said he's moving to Michigan.
That's very ironic because Ethan Page is moving from Canada to Michigan, and Danhausen is moving from Michigan to Canada. And those two are like best friends.
I'm pretty sure Danhausen's just fucking around.
No, he's moving to Canada because that's where his wife lives.
Fair.
His wife is Canadian.
Fair. Look, I'm not going to dunk on that.
Very nice. Very Canadian.
Very Canadian, very evil. Oh, God, I'm sharing a country with Danhausen.
Make sure if you see him in the grocery store, you be very pleasant and do no swearing.
Oh, Bob, I'm not. I'll try to. I'll try not to swear, but I will be very cordial to the gentleman. Hopefully, he's a scholar, because I get to call him a scholar and a gentleman, and that's always a good compliment. Let's see, more winners. I gave a loser to Vince McMahon for the bad shit, but the fact that he's inducting the Undertaker, hey, look, it's not my first choice, but it's not a bad choice either. I have to give him that at least. And TJ Omega, and our buddy TJ Omega and Evil Uno. Now TJ, yeah, he's got a store. He's got a toy store in Florida, and the AEW crew will be making a stop near. Of course, they're in Florida for the pay-per-view during Orlando, and then they're going to be around the Tampa area, around that area, for the next AEW show. And he happens to have a store nearby. He's trying to get the attention of the toy hunters, and Uno said, "Okay, see you Tuesday or Wednesday."
Nice, good on you, TJ. Good on you, TJ. Friend of the show right there.
Friend of the show. I hope. I don't know if I don't think he's interested in doing a wrestling podcast, but everyone on that call has been informed. Open door policy. Just say when. But yeah, soon, and I'll not say, like, I'm only saying it just to congratulate and give him a winner for that. I don't know if there will be a vlog on it. If there is, you bet your ass we're plugging the shit out of that vlog on this show. Gotta give him some love on that. And when it pops up, you will know. Simple as that. If there's video footage of the TJ Omega and his toy shop getting toy hunt shop stuffing things, you will be aware of it. Believe you me. Boys, plug away.
All right. Hopefully, thankfully, I may have solved the freezing issue that has been plaguing me for the last several months.
Yay.
Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to start producing some more videos, some more of that Warmer Horde content that some of you folks know and love. And hopefully if my dad can get the table back for my aunts, I can continue my playthrough, the campaign playthrough of Shadows of Brimstone, The Adventures of Takeo and Far Runner. Hopefully, but so you can just go on YouTube, Maxicorn, YouTube. No Facebook. Of course, all the other stuff, Twitter stuff. Got to get ready for Rampage. Go on.
Oh, of course, don't got anything coming out anytime soon, but I do have my Paper Mario review that's still out and features a cameo from Shin here.
Good to do it.
And if you want to see the latest video, a little bit before it hits YouTube officially, patreon.com/GWK Reviews. That's patreon.com/GWK Reviews. Donations, if you want to put some money in my tip jar, paypal.me/MattyJ316. I got a cruise coming up. And I'm on the refreshment package for but I'd like some booze. If you want to help towards the ultimate booze package, tip jar. Much appreciated.
Thank you for reminding me, Matty. Quick shout out. Thank you, Hairball, for your donation to my fund to help get my teeth fixed.
There you go.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, donate to have that first if you can, of course. PayPal.me/MattyJ316. I believe the link to donate for Shintigercurl is in his Twitter, which will be at Shintigercurl. Of course, my Twitter at MattyJ316. And of course, TWK at TWK Officials or TWK Official. Emails, send them to Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. If you got questions, we will answer them, or at least try to. I'm on TikTok at MattyGWC and all that good stuff. We're done here. Enjoy the shit out of this weekend. There's an Impact Plus event, Sacrifice. Heath versus I hate when my brain blanks out on me.
Moose.
Thank you. Moose versus the person.
Heath.
Heath. He's got kids. Needs his job. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Also, breaking news, Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory, WrestleMania.
And no one cares.
Yeah. In case you were wondering, there it is. We know it. We now know. And Ring of Honor Hall of Fame tomorrow as well. So, plenty of wrestling stuff to talk about. So, enjoy it as per usual. On behalf of everybody, including Shintigercurl.
Match of the year candidate match right there.
And TWK.
Go fuck another fish.
My name's Matty. Joe, remind you to help out professional wrestling, support your independent promotion as soon as possible. Enjoy Rampage. We'll talk to you next week. Bye. Everybody, bye.
Michael Cole, 25 years into this thing. Almost.
Horrible human being.